Cannot hear. Here, let me turn you up.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes, can you hear you?
Can I hear me? I do not think so. Actually, no, I cannot. Oh my God, you won't believe it. I can't hear me.
What about now?
I can't. No. Yes. Oh, yes. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Can I hear you? Yes, I can. Not super loud, but as long as levels are coming through, that is no problem. Can I?
Fucking moron.
Yes, I kind of hear that. I am.
Kind of?
Well,
Yeah.
I am beginning to think headphones may be a little defective, which is no problem.
Yeah, I think I had somebody wear those, and they were like, are they supposed to work?
Yeah. Well, one side's working. I mean, I hear that. Life's good.
Fucking moron.
Fucking moron.
Yeah, we're good.
First things first, I am in a wheelchair. I'm okay. I just like to use this as an office chair.
Grandma is here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
I got to get that pink drink.
You got to get your pink drink? Oh, boy. Hold on.
It's not the pyramid.
Whoa. Whoa. That's the storage song, isn't it?
Yep.
You got to turn that off or you're going to get sued by the owner and sole proprietor of that storage podcast, which is you.
L. Higgins.
L. Higgins. Welcome to Slop City.
I hope this looks okay.
I hope we look okay, too. Why don't you want me to get up and walk over there?
I could see it, but, I mean, it's like 50 feet away. I just want to say this is not the pink drink, the viral pyramid scheme drink. It is actually Crystal Light.
There is something that pisses me off so much about the pink drinks. I was in line at Starbucks the other day, just, getting some stuff, and they had the pink drink thing there. They were all excited about it. I saw it in a gas station the other day, and I was like, how far is this pink drink thing going to go?
Dude, I thought they could only sell it through a pyramid scheme. I didn't realize you could take the middleman pyramid scheme out of the equation.
Oh, Starbucks is selling something called pink drink. They have got something cool. I saw it the other day. Yeah, it's upsetting.
Huh?
There's a lot of craziness like that. Oh, man, there's a lot of craziness like that out there these days, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, before the craziness begins, we just want to say that we are in the basement because the storage space is too small to do this.
It's too small. It's too hot.
Oh, it's way too hot today.
And it's like storage is for storage. Storage is set up for storage. We probably could spend $300 or something to get some really cool like pop-up things or whatever, but we're not doing that, okay? Nope. We're not doing that. Why we're not doing that? Because we got too much going on.
Because we are a grassroots operation, as we have said.
Yeah, you little whore.
Many times before. Just checking these levels here as I speak.
Honestly, all of us are we're all DIYing it. Every single one of us that are, close into our crew, you, Chelsea, Jeremiah, nobody works harder than Jeremiah. We've said that a million times, but I'm serious.
Sorry about that.
Now, was that something out of your tooth that you just grabbed, or was it?
It was a Brazilian nut, because if you eat 2 Brazilian nuts, or Brazil nuts.
I think it is Brazil nuts.
You get enough selenium.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been taking 2 a day.
So have you been plugging them like rectally, or have you been, is that kind of?
I take them and what I actually do is chew them up.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't know if that was kind of something from the suppository going up into your body.
No,
of the Brazil nut.
I have never actually heard of putting a Brazil nut in your anal.
Oh, it's definitely not a thing. But the way you said, I take 2 Brazil nuts. Just the shape of the Brazil nut all around it's giving
large.
Prep H suppository.
They're large.
They are large. They are nice. I like the consistency of a Brazil nut, though.
As a kid, could never have imagined eating a Brazil nut.
Well, yeah, because, you grew up in the Midwest. You were like, I'm never going to meet anybody exotic.
I'm going to eat a peanut, and that was the most exotic nut I had.
And I'll be honest, I love peanut butter, but if someone is like, oh, I have nuts at my home and all they had was peanuts, I would be like, no, you need to specify, because like that's a bottom rung nut to me.
Oh.
True. Do you feel similarly, or are you kind of out on peanuts?
That's very big, the big lots of peanuts.
Agreed. I don't like, I mean, and there's a time that I would think it was nice.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, I got me a handful of peanuts here.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
I'm like,
oh, I know I've said that sentence at one point in my life. What you
"And do
just
one of
said.
these?"
Oh, God. You know how I am talking about food. We all are. I know one of us at one point in our life has said, oh, man, got me a nice little handful of cashews. Look, now a cashew, that's nice nut.
Next level. That's more of a Macy's or a Dillard's of a nut.
Yeah. Peanuts are definitely, I think Big Lots is proper. Mm-hmm. I would say maybe a peanut mix or something like that, kind of, you know, those mixes that have like they like try to be a little sweet and savory. They're like, ooh, we've got a sesame stick in there.
Those are good.
You know what I'm talking about?
I could eat a sesame stick right about now.
Let me just see what's in those. Because in those little mixes.
Everything's recording. Man, I look cool sitting in this wheelchair.
Yeah, Libbie is sitting in her wheelchair. And I mean, honestly, I pointed at it right when I walked in because Libbie already had this set up. You know, we're basically we're on Libbie's front porch, if you think about it. We're on her front lawn.
We are.
Because her bedroom is behind us. And that's kind of, you know, she's got her air fryer in there. She's got a whole little world in there that we're not even supposed to know about.
And it's real messy.
Oh, it's very messy and foul smell. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't smell at all.
It does have an odor, but
it honestly, I walked in here and I was like, this is nice, dude.
Well, walk over here by this litter box. And luckily, I should have told you this before I gave you that drink, but I have the litter box right next to the fridge because if there's any chance for any cat poop or pee to fly out into particles, then they'll fly right onto my food.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even think about that. That's actually, maybe we should switch it because what you've got going on right now, and I can't see the whole layout due to our incredible background.
Backdrop.
That's a piece of drywall hanging up. Just kidding. That's a weird thing that we ordered online. It was like, take photos of your children and families.
I couldn't even use the other one that I ordered. This is the one that I have for my green screen because it was not wide enough.
Wow.
And I'm like, it's wide enough in here. We got enough space.
That's the thing. I'm learning about just interior design.
Huh?
You know.
You are?
No, I just mean though, like having things like that. Like you learn about that. You're okay. You think that, wow, that's simple. I'm going to hang a green screen. That's a simple thing. What do? I hop onto Amazon.com and get a little green screen guy. You know, it's simple, but it's not. You got to get the right size, and then they're not fucking long enough, and there's too much.
They're not tall enough. They're not wide enough. This one's so wide that it's like now one person can't handle it.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground.
Oh, yeah. You need two people to set that bad boy up.
But somehow I did it by the grace of God and determination. I pretty much had been wasting, well, I'm not going to say wasting, dedicating most of my prayer energy to you for the last couple of days because you have been ill. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't pray to help me with this. This is all me.
Yeah.
When I set it up today. And it was me. That's all I want to say. I don't want to give credit to God because he didn't do anything.
No, absolutely not. So you have been, all of your prayer energy has been dedicated strictly to me. Mm-hmm. That's nice. Thank you. Yeah, I got really sick the last few days, guys.
Yep.
The
now
last
I'm
few
in a
days,
wheelchair,
guys.
So
yeah, I was sick the last few days. Libbie's in a wheelchair now. I had the craziest kind of vomits yesterday. I mean, just straight up bile. Like it was like I was drinking water. I drank a whole thing of water and then it would come up within 5 minutes. And it was, I mean,
oh God,
truly, if someone was videotaping me, I would be as big as a hawk to a girl right now. Cause they'd be like, look at this hot girl vomiting, you know?
Well, I saw a little bit of the vomit on the outside of the toilet and, I didn't judge you because I thought she's not in any position to start cleaning up the side of the toilet. She's ill.
Oh man, I thought I got all the vomit.
And the thing is she wasn't the only one that's sick. Clayton was sick right before her.
Yeah, this was after a week long of shooting Tammy Bangs. We started shooting last Tuesday, the 30th. Or no, not the 30th, the 20th, whatever the fuck. Tuesday, motherfuckers.
Someday.
Today's July 2nd. It was last Tuesday. So, we shot a whole season of Tammy Bangs, season 4, right?
Yep.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
Was it intense to you, or is it just me? Because it just seemed very intense. Even though we're just sitting around.
Yeah, I mean...
it's long hours. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's very long and grueling hours.
And that's with any set you're going to be on. You're going to be there all day.
Yeah, it just takes so long to get everything set up properly. Like, that's why this shit takes so long to get the right angle and to do this and that,
You think that you just got a phone and you're going to say, okay, stand there. No, you got a professional crew named Chris Brighton.
Breitinger.
Chris Friedel.
Chris B. Station on
Chris
Instagram.
B. Station.
Chris B. Station on Instagram.com, okay?
He's pretty famous now,
Yeah, so famous... I heard you guys jibber-jabbering about that, and this is the director, the man behind the camera for all of Tammy Bangs, dude. Brilliant little motherfucker.
He's on, I was going to say Dawson's Creek.
Shane
Dawson's podcast.
Yeah, so everyone talks about that. Who's Shane Dawson, just for people who don't know?
Just a famous guy on the internet.
What's he do? Talk about video games, movies, stuff?
Not even sure.
People just like him.
Don't think I've ever watched one of his TV programs. I just want to kind of set the scene here. We are in the basement, and over on the garage door above it, you're going to see pictures of women in bikinis. Because Marty, you remember Marty from previous episodes, used to be down here and plastered old pictures of women in bikinis. Because that's what they did in the 80s. That was just an acceptable thing that guys did. And I don't know if they were working on their cars and jerking off or what they were doing.
Okay, so you don't like this? You're not into it?
I think it's fine, but it just brings me back to my childhood, and any shed, garage, or man's workspace you'd go into, there'd be that.
Yeah.
It's like Grandpa.
Oh, and it's ruthless. They're like, now listen up, Libbie. You need to make sure to cover them. We don't need those mosquito bites hanging out, but yeah.
But yeah, look up there.
But yeah, come into my garage and have a conversation with me about life and love and why you shouldn't beat your brother's ass constantly. Come over. Look, yes, that's Pamela Anderson. I wish you and your mother looked like her. Okay.
It's just really, those are times.
You know what I will?
That I don't miss.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. No, there's some conflicting parts. There's some conflicting parts for it about me, or for this with me, because it's like, for sure. Yeah, no, there was a lot of fucked up stuff going on back then. Guys were being creepos and doing weird dilly-dally and stuff, and they were carrying the weight of the Me Too movement on their back. They were, these guys out there then, they were doing a lot of work, They damaged people so badly in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Really into basically over the last 40 years, because obviously the Me Too movement was like building up way before that.
Oh, right.
When do you think it started? I guess it started from the top, from Adam and Eve and all that.
Yeah,
that was it.
That's when it started.
And that kind of set the precedent for anyone. If that's the only story you're told, because the woman was made for what? Adam to have a good time or be not lonely?
Be not lonely, and probably, I guess God was like, yeah, we need to have kids, and this is the way he created it. I don't know. I'm not God.
No.
I'm not. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. I am in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But I'm not God.
No.
Crazy.
I just think this, I don't know. I love the fashion from the 80s and 90s. Look at that. Look at those photos. And I will say Marty, the guy that lived here before, diverse guy. We're not just looking at all whites over there. It's not whites only up in this Nashville, Tennessee home, okay?
Well, I tell you, there is one of a girl
It's diverse.
wearing an umpire pad on the front, but a bikini. And she has a baseball hat on, and she's got those black lines that keep the sun out when you're playing baseball. So equal opportunity. That tells me, oh, if you're sexy enough and have a bikini, you can be an umpire.
Mm-hmm. Now, I would not want to be an umpire because it's like, I can't risk losing this. You know what I'm saying?
And you got to squat the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And we all know I have no ass. I don't have the stamina to squat and be an umpire.
And then they have to jump up and say, strike, or whatever, they say.
Yeah.
RBI.
Arby's. Roast beef.
Wait. There's another girl in bikini with an oar, a boat oar.
Oh, yeah. He's got women doing a lot of different jobs over there. We've got a volleyball player. We've got an ump. We've got just a model. We've got someone sipping on some Patron. A nice little cup. Race car gals.
You know what those are? Hooters All-Stars.
Oh.
Just read that.
Okay, so see, I mean, that's fun stuff to me. I like that. But we don't have that anymore. Playboy bunny stuff like that, Hooters, those days are kind of gone. Really, all we have now is like
Tammy.
Yeah, we've got
Tammy's keeping the tradition going.
I mean, for real, because like Playboy stuff, I feel like is played out at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, okay, yeah, we get it. Like, once a Playboy, always a Play Bunny, but
yeah, we get it. You have a perfect little tiny pussy. We
yeah.
get it.
Okay, got it. You don't have a hood. Ooh.
You have very small labias. We get it.
Man. Yeah, but dude, those guys were really fucking people up during that time.
There were more, but they took them down.
Yeah.
There's a Dale Earnhardt poster, I think, over there. It has the drivers of the NASCAR. So that's pretty cool.
I've never been to a NASCAR race, and honestly, I would love to go.
You would, I think.
I think I'd end
have
up
a good time.
Oh, I think I would turn into a little, not a buckle bunny, whatever, a race car bunny. I'd be zooting around, trying to check it out, trying to get in good with people.
Oh, yeah. You'd probably have good seats because you know somebody that has seasons tickets.
Yeah. Dude, I'll tell you what. I was just today trying to leave Chelsea's house to get here.
Okay.
I had to use Chelsea's Jeep, so I'm using her car. I had to get the keys from Greg, which were like down at the shop.
Oh, Lord.
I walked down. I'm like, hey, yeah, can I get, the keys to this Jeep or whatever? And he's like, oh, yeah, yeah, okay. And he's just kind of like still doing stuff. And like, I mean, this goes on for about 4 minutes. And I'm kind of just going through this whole interaction like, okay, what's happening? Like, what's he up to? He's doing a whole thing. Basically, he didn't tell me there was a key on there that he needed. And he was basically like trying to slow me down because Greg's got that very like Southern thing about him where you could just get caught into a conversation with him and not even realize it.
And be there for 2 hours.
Oh, yeah. Next thing you know, because I was like, hey, I just need the keys. He's like, okay, come down here and get him. And then it felt like he was gaslighting me because he's just walking me around the shop. Okay, just going to put these tools away.
Next thing you know, you're fishing with him in Iowa. It's like, how did I get here?
Yeah. Oh, God. Just truly an interesting guy.
Were all those men still there working?
Oh, yeah. They were going hard. They're laying concrete and I'm
already?
No. Well, they put stuff down.
Rebar?
You guys know all these terms for structures and things. Is rebar the wooden thing?
Rebar is the metal, like it looks like a grid. So it's like metal and it's got, like a grid lines and it's put down to reinforce the concrete.
I don't think they put that down yet because it's just all gravel and they kind of leveled stuff out.
Okay.
And then they've got like a wooden thing over there, which I guess is where the concrete's going to sit and fill into.
Okay.
It's really fun stuff to watch. But while they're doing all this concrete stuff. They're doing that today, tomorrow. And then I guess I'm just watching the whole house that whole time. Watching the dogs, watching everybody. I'm gonna be living the suburban or the country life. What?
Kevin too?
Mm-hmm. I got Kevin too.
Loves running away. So does Gary. Gary ran away yesterday.
Yeah.
Little rascal.
Oh, God, but he's so fucking cute.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Just farting around, just such a cute little dog. He really has opened my eyes on little dogs. And I mean, I wasn't a big fan before. Bo is obviously a little dog that was entered into my life that is now my dog, and I love him. But he's not small like Gary small.
Right. He's not microscopic.
Mm-mm. Nope. And then Gary became the set dog during Tammy Bangs.
God, he's so cute and so good. Just walks around looking at stuff. Just like, what's going on, guys?
Oh. And he did bring a lot of solace to the sickos from, to Chris. Chris got sick. Because let's go through the
chain of events.
Well, let's go through the chain of the events of where this virus started. Now, I did some research. It could have been a norovirus. There was a norovirus outbreak in Italy. And I know a lot of people in Italy.
Well, did Chris go to Italy?
Who knows? But they may have come into contact with someone in LA in the airport or whatever. But basically, we do like 3 days, I think, of filming. Everyone fucking crushes it. They were long hours for sure. I mean, we're doing every bit of 12-hour days. Mm-hmm. And we show up for like the next day, I think. Maybe it was like when we were off, our first day off. And everyone says, hey, Chris, the director, he had to go to the emergency room last night. We were like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah, he went to the emergency room.
He was sick before he got here, too.
Yeah. Yep, he was sick before he got here.
I didn't know he had to go to the ER.
Oh, yeah, he went to the ER here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow, that's cool.
Yep.
Let me turn a little bit towards this. So he had to go to the ER, and what'd he have?
Well, it was basically the same symptoms that Clayton and I had, which was sudden onset vomiting. It was like heartburn, followed by just sudden vomiting. And I'm talking the craziest shit. Like, it felt like The Exorcist, except it wasn't even cool because there was nothing in me. It was just water going out over and over again.
Oh.
And that's when you're at risk of dehydration, okay?
Yeah, and if that happens, guess what? You're a goner.
Oh, yeah. Dehydration, number one killer of
women over 40.
Women over 40 and
sudden
actors.
Vomiting onset. So then we had Chris went to the ER.
Chris goes to the ER that night. They said the vomiting was so fucking intense, that it was just like he couldn't stop. And this is how we found out, mind you. So we have our day off. Me, Beth, and Maggie go to the wave pool because we're like, we need sun. Let's go. Mm-hmm. We go to the wave pool, and Clayton and Laura end up showing up. And this is how Clayton sits down wearing like a thong or whatever, his little cheetah swimsuit. He comes and slips down with his little adorable life partner, Laura. And he sits down. He goes, so we had some drama last night. And we go, oh, really? What? And he's like, yeah. Chris was projectile vomiting and had to go to the emergency room, and I'm thinking, oh, God, did they go to fucking Broadway?
Oh, my. And he drank too much?
And rage it up? No, they didn't. He just he got so sick that Eric, Chris's partner, had to just take him and fling him over his fucking shoulder and took him to the emergency room.
Oh, my God.
And I think it was definitely more serious because he was, like, very dehydrated before. Like, I think he had sepsis or some crazy-ass infection.
Yeah, something was really wrong with him.
I mean, so that was the first guy. And then Clayton goes down about a day later. We get ready to shoot. I think it was, like, that night he got super sick. And then me, yesterday morning, July 1st, guess what? I didn't wake up thinking, oh, man, I can't wait to celebrate America's birthday this week. That's what I should have woken up on Monday, July 1st. Woke up, Last day of filming, we get to shoot Brett's psychotic episode. And then, yeah, I didn't get to do any of that. Just woke up puking.
Did Laura get sick?
No, Laura has not gotten sick so far.
Neither have I. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, because you couldn't handle that.
I couldn't handle it at this point.
Oh, Libbie, how many times I had to get up and puke? You would just be, I can't
I would
even.
have just stayed in the bed and just puked all over myself. That's what I would have done.
Oh, God.
Were you ever puking and then turds came out?
There was one slip. I did have a slip. I had a slip up because the other thing was I had multifacets going on because of my sickness. What happened yesterday? Because Sunday night, so Brittany and I went to our little place, got dinner. We both had barbecue nachos, and she was shitting water the next day. And she even said to me, she goes, Tina, I mean, to the point where I was like, am I peeing right now? And I was like, that's exactly how I felt. Because, I mean, just...
So Brittany got sick, too.
Well, she had diarrhea. She never vomited.
She's gluten intolerant, too.
She is gluten intolerant, and she did eat barbecue nachos. But, yeah, man, I just really interesting. Really, really interesting. I haven't had a sickness like that in a while, where it was like... how quickly I was throwing up the water, I was starting to almost get scared, where I was like, oh, God, no, you got to keep some of this down, bro. Because it's like each time you puke, when you're doing that, you're getting more dehydrated.
Right.
Or I read that on TikTok somewhere one time. And
was there ever a time where you were like, I got to go to the hospital and get some fluids intravenously?
There was a brief moment where I did think, I was like, man, what if I do have to get fluids in me? I can't just be, this isn't a situation where I can just call up an IV person and be like, hey, come over and help me out. This might be a situation where I need to be sneaky linked into an IV drug.
Incarcerated.
I need to be incarcerated for the rest of my life,
Fuck. I am praying that I don't get it.
Well, hey, I appreciate your prayers because I really think they got me through these last 24 hours. Because, dude, you and I are just, I feel like... we're both getting to the point with certain things with our health where we're like, yeah, I'm fucking done with this, Yeah. So I'm getting, my days of just eating a Taco John's and slamming it like profusely, they're getting to be over. There's a shift. There's a sway.
There's some things that are worth it, but me eating at Exit 40 is turning out to be not worth it.
Mm-mm.
And then where did we eat? Monell's.
I'm telling you, man, I think that fucked me up too because I thought about it. Here's what now I'm not saying I did not catch a norovirus, okay? I believe I was a victim of a 24-hour bug. And honestly, I'd say more than 24 hours because it's 4:44 right now on July 2nd, Tuesday, 2024. And I'll say...
still not 100.
Yeah, still not 100. Just a couple shifts in my stomach, things that are abnormal. And then I started to get really scared. And I was like, oh, God, what if I'm pregnant? And then I was like, no worries. I live right by Illinois, so.
It'll be fine.
But no, I mean, just because I was like Googling or whatever, any kind of stomach bugs and stuff. And it literally is like, it just feels like it's been exhausted, my stomach muscles. And usually I feel like you'll get like, if you get the pukies, you're that kind of sick. You're like, oh, fuck, man, I'm so sweaty and everything's like, it's just very sweat-based, very up here. But this one has been very down here, wild. So, but yeah, we ate at Monell's or whatever that Sunday.
Oh, God, it's so good.
And that place, if you motherfuckers have never been to a restaurant like this, which I don't think I have. I think that was one of my first times, maybe other than Cowtown in like Wichita, when I went for a Saloon America, and they like did the whole like Renaissance fair for cowboys and Westerners and shit.
That sounds fun.
It was sick. But they did like a family style dinner, and Monell's was fucking... oh, God.
Truly, you don't order anything. You just sit down and they start bringing food. And that's good. But what was I, about three or 4 weeks off of any sort of white flour, gluten. Yeah. And man, that's what's scary. You can be in something for 3 weeks and then get one look at a biscuit and be over it and eat 3 biscuits in a row.
Oh God, I blacked out once I saw those peach preserves. Chelsea said peach preserves, and I was like, what's she mean? And then I looked at it, and they said they handed it down, and I was shook. I think that's where the mix-up came with the peach cobbler, now that I'm thinking. Okay, because listen, y'all, this place, Monell's, we sit down, family style, like Libbie said. They bring shit out, and they just start bringing it out. And at first, you are like so hungry, or this is how it felt for me when they started bringing everything down. They have dessert on everyone's thing. They're like, we like to start with dessert because sometimes you eat so much you don't get to have dessert later. Woo, and I was like, okay, cool. You're right. But so this gal says that. No, she was super sweet. I'm being stupid. But so she said that, and I was a bit thrown off, but I went in. I went the fuck in for the dessert. And then they start passing stuff around, and I felt like I was on top of it. Like I was not, when I didn't feel like I was in the weeds. Right. I felt like I got triple sat, and I was ready to fucking rock.
Well, I tell you what, I sat at the head of the table, and I was responsible for this passing.
Yeah.
And I had remembered from times I was there before, you pass to the left, pass to the left, pass to the left. Each table has 12 people, and that's it. And if you sit down and you got 8 in your group, guess how many people you're gonna put 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 strangers with you.
Yeah, you're getting 4 strangers. And guess what? If every single one of those people are there to eat alone, they're sitting at your table.
Yep.
So then, yeah.
You come as strangers and you leave as friends, and that's their motto.
That's the motto, yeah, because they say, listen, we don't have an option. Oh, can I sit in the non-smoking? No, you're sitting in the smoking section. It's right here, and it's right next to this guy right here who smells like cigars.
And you don't like tea or lemonade, guess what? You're not drinking anything, because those are the options.
Yeah. I know I did say before we went in there, I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll get an adult beverage. And then once we got in there, I was like, oh, no, dude, this is all about eating. I'm like, Like, I mean, they started putting things, and I was taking it and putting it on my plate, and I was feeling really confident and, like, just not insecure at all. And then just stuff started bushing down. It was like, oh, Tina, we got another thing for you. We got another plate. And I was starting to get a bit overwhelmed.
Well, they start with the cold salads. There's cold salads on the table. It's like, okay, let's start passing that around. We got coleslaw. We got pasta salad. We got something else.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and that coleslaw? Holy shit. Oh, my God. It was so dill pickly, but it was a creamy slaw. And that is the balance you want, because I love a creamy slaw. I really, really do. But there is something that I love about like a vinaigrette slaw when they use all the like spices and everything right, where it's like nice and pickly or like.
They're 2 different kinds, and I like each kind.
Agreed. But this one, I felt like at Monell's, they did a great job of blending the two. Because I was like, I mean, it almost tasted like a crunchy, like a cucumber that just crossed over into being a pickle. I mean, like that morning, that cucumber was like, okay, so I identify as a pickle now.
I mean, I can't stop thinking about that coleslaw.
And maybe it was ranch. I'm looking at all the ranches behind you, and now I'm thinking like, oh, I bet they put a nice ranch seasoning in the coleslaw, and that's fucking brilliant for creamy coleslaw.
It was very mayonnaisey, which I liked.
God, I'm fucking just thinking about it. Was good.
I'm thinking about the biscuits.
Yeah, so that was the first was the cold salads.
Then the man goes, here's some fried chicken, and gives it to me, and then I take a piece of fried chicken and start passing it that way, and it's just passing. He starts just bringing, oh, here's honey baked ham. Here's
there
potatoes.
Was honey baked ham. Here's a peach casserole, which is what I thought they said. They're passing out all these wonderful little sides, And the cat sitting next to me, Crispy Station, he was not eating because of his stomach problems that he had. God. So he wasn't eating, but he wanted to go and he wanted to come. And, I'm glad he was there because I had more elbow room during my meal because he didn't have plates there. It was great for me.
Maybe, though, That's one of the reasons why you got overwhelmed, because you didn't have that spacer of Chris taking out his portion and putting it on his plate. He was receiving an item from Eric and then immediately passing it to you.
You're right. And it was, you know, he tried to be cool. He was like, hey, you can rest your stuff on my station. You know, it's no problem. You are more than welcome to put your items here, but don't leave them too long. You know, he was kind of giving me that, like, you can leave them here, but don't leave them too long. But then there was a really big snafu that happened, and it was all around. It shows you how a game of telephone just can fuck everything up.
Can go awry.
Go awry. I mean, truly, no wonder nobody knows what's happening ever, because everyone's filtering things through their own fucked up brains. I watch myself do it on this podcast. I watch myself do it in life all the time. Someone will say something to me and I'm like, beep, bop, 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 and it goes through and it's like, that's not how you should have responded. You know? Maybe you should have listened, but it's like, because everyone's anxious and psycho, whatever. But so Crispy Station had his little casserole in his hand, and he handed it to me, and he goes, peach casserole. And I go, ooh. And I take this spoon and dig in and get myself a big slop, and then I'm handing it around, and it goes around, actually, all the way around to Adrian, who is sitting directly in front of me. And Adrian is in a band with our dear leader, Burr Ferris, and just the fucking best, and also the sound guy on Tammy Bangs. So I hear Adrian across from me. He gets the peach casserole. And I'm looking at it, knowing it's a peach casserole. And he's like, ooh, anybody want some cheesy casserole?
Cheesy potatoes.
That's what it was. Cheesy potatoes. Cheesy potatoes. And I hear him say this, full well knowing it is not that. He is about to be in for a sweet treat. But I just let him do it. I don't know why. I don't know. I didn't say anything. I just sat there going. Like, and he says it, and then he said it confidently, and then he hands the cheesy potatoes to Paige. And Paige is like, these aren't cheesy potatoes, bro. She knew it instantly. She knew it because she goes,
there was big pieces of pineapple in it. That's why she knew.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Pineapple?
I have no idea.
They call it something like pineapple
casserole?
Something like that.
I don't know, but it's
good.
Oh, it was incredible, but it was just a really, really big mess up.
Because everybody has to say it when they pass it. Coleslaw?
Yeah, you can't.
Mac and cheese? You can't just willy-nilly pass it. You got to tell your person next to you what it is so they can be informed. But somehow between Tina and 8 other people, it turned into cheesy potatoes. Peach casserole, cheesy potatoes.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I would say the most embarrassing part for me was that I ate most of it and still thought it was peach casserole. And everyone's like, Tina, that's pineapples.
How did Chris come to that conclusion, not even eating? He was making up shit.
Yeah. Just saying stuff. There was a lot going on, you know.
Chris's fault.
For sure.
Somehow it skipped me. I don't know who got it. Maybe they gave it to Eric because the guy didn't give it to me. I didn't get it till it came around.
Yeah, all in all, really fantastic dining experience.
And real butter.
Real butter. Oh, I mean, those their biscuits were like, it felt to me that they were like perfect homemade, you know, with those nice crispy flaky biscuits.
So good.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, when you pushed into the biscuit, the butter was kind of like seeping out. And that was cool.
And I would give my life for those.
For them, but
I don't know though. I'm good with right now just kind of staying away from that stuff.
For sure. But yeah. I know what you mean. I feel you. Sometimes, like, when you are away from that food or something for a while, I don't know, but then you eat it and it fucks you up. And you're kind of like, okay, yeah, I get why I only do this like once a year or once in a while.
I think that due to God, this autoimmune stuff, it's our bodies are. The inside of our bodies are like, hey, your own body is not good. Let's get rid of it. Isn't that what an autoimmune thing is doing?
Oh, yeah.
Just fighting against your own body. Like, hey, you don't need this body right here.
Yeah, they're basically like, okay, so you know how your skin was looking really good right there? We've detected a threat there. We don't know how or what or who it is, but somebody said someone's down there hollering and we need to get down there. That's what my psoriasis does. It's like, oh, clear patch of skin? Fucking sick. Yeah, we heard some guy talking shit on that part of your skin, so we got to head on over there. And then it just goes over there.
But there's no threat here. We're doing it anyway.
No, yeah, new laws, man. New laws. Anytime we get a call, we got to go check it out, okay? So we're heading over there.
Hey, you said it. If you see something, say something. Well, we're saying something.
And we are attacking it profusely. We want to remind you that the reason you have psoriasis is because you made fun of Tony La Russa.
Oh, is that what happened?
Oh, yeah, I roasted the fuck out of that guy for his lesions. And then, what do you know? Then I end up having him. Oh, roasted him constantly.
Can you continue telling them how you roasted him while I go potty?
Yeah, Barbara, go to the bathroom.
Let me wheel my way out of here.
Yeah, she's on a little wheelchair. The fact that you were actually about to roll it out. Oh, God. I mean, just, yeah, our bodies are rolling in on themselves. I've developed some more lesions. It's so funny because you get healthier in some aspects. Like, there's other parts where, you know, it's like, okay, I've lost weight now. And that's what they kept telling me to do. Lose weight. And then this is going to be so much better. And then now there's even more redness popping up. I got all these fucking lesions because I made fun of Tony La Russa, the Cardinals coach, in like 2012. This is before I started stand-up. And, I mean, I don't know, dude. It was just fucking funny. All right? I was with a guy at the time who I was just terrible. But, you know what? Whatever. I was with this loser at the time. Thought I could fix him and that he would start to love me. I don't know. I was fucked up, okay? So he was going through a summer of obsessively keeping a box score of every single Cardinals game. There was Alex, my ex. Yeah. He went through, I mean, just the summer was nuts because he wasn't doing anything other than keeping this leather-bound journal full of a box score of every Cardinals game. And if you don't know what a box score is, I don't blame you because I had no fucking idea what it was before. But it's this thing that all these old fucking baseball jack-off heads, they get into where you just write it down. It's like got a...
keeping a nice list.
Yeah, it's basically, whatever, a way for you to like say that you were at the game or something. Who knows?
Wow, what a bunch of losers.
Bunch of losers. Oh, and he would put it in cursive and all that. But either way, I would come home every day. Yeah, never wrote in cursive. Didn't even like have a driver's license, I don't think. I mean, but goddamn, that box score. He kept a good eye on that. Did not keep an eye on my pussy.
What does box score mean?
Think he might have ate my pussy one time. Google it right now on your phone, just so you can see it. Just type in like handwritten box score or something.
Let me get my glasses on.
Yeah, but so I'd come home from work at my job. Joey B's on the landing at the time. I would get off work there, and I would come home, and yeah, he'd just pretty much be working on his box score every day.
Working on it.
Yeah. And he would try to do it while the game was happening, and it was like a weird thing that he was obsessed with doing it all summer long. And he was like... It was fucked up because I feel like I was like gaslit into thinking like he was like, no, yeah, it's like a thing I'm doing.
I gotta do it for work.
That's literally how I felt. And he was like, yeah, you know, my therapist says it's like good or something that I'm doing this for what. And part of me was like, huh?
I would like to do it just because you could use nice penmanship. There's nice lines.
Yes. And the craft aspect of it, great. If you have most of the things together in your life, You know, not all of them, just
if you're
somewhat.
working.
Yeah, maybe if you have
A paying job.
just some sort of income you're providing in some way, then I think it's great. If you would love to do a creative summer of box scores for whatever your team is. If you're a Texas Rangers fan, if you're a Kansas City Royals fan, St. Louis Cardinals fan, die hard. That's great. You want to keep a box score? Hell yeah. But please make sure that you are contributing in some way to your relationships, your interpersonal relationships. But yeah, so basically I would come home every day to the box score and to Tony La Russa there. And I mean, the guy was getting sicker constantly, just a shingles outbreak that was just getting worse by the day. And it was bad at first that people were like, oh yeah, Tony La Russa's got shingles, poor guy, he's out, you know. And then I think he came back, or maybe he was on the way of an outbreak, but it was getting bad where everybody was like, yikes, saw Tony La Russa, and everyone was roasting him, and I went hard.
Oh my God. Well, now you know why.
That's why. You know, it's like I thought it was trauma because of something someone did to me, and now I'm thinking maybe it's something I did to myself, you know?
Or something you did to someone else.
Something I did to someone else, you know?
Trying to get a high.
I've been having some trouble with my Pentecostals this week because just a lot of just not the right consistency of hair.
Too clean?
Think it's too clean, but also it's not it's very dry.
Okay.
Very dry.
And that's when I would recommend a daily use of you know what? K19. K18.
Well, I wanted to, but the problem today was I had already taken my shower and let my hair dry. So then it was game over from there.
Right.
Can't
What about some of that Aural?
I did. I Googled it, and they were like, yeah, you shouldn't put it on dry hair. But what do you think I did? I put it on my dry hair.
Shit.
I don't know.
You ever gotten any Creme Rinse?
No. From the K18? Who
was I talking to about Creme Rinse?
Probably Brittany.
Back in the day, conditioner used to be called Creme Rinse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe
Google it on your phone right now.
I'm thinking, I wonder if because I used VO5 for a very good chunk of my childhood.
Yeah, that was a good one. It has strange shaped bottle.
Oh, very strange shaped and cool colors. I mean,
orange.
I think that
black.
I'm starting to think like some of the like white trash things that we still carry on comes from that, because we love those like pastel colors. Herbal essences stuff, like
oh God,
there was
love herbal essence.
That, I mean, I know we've talked about it before on the pod, but that herbal essences commercial has got to be one of the greatest commercials that has ever lived, still to this day. Just so spicy.
Jesus Christ, that's the biggest moth I've ever seen. It almost looks like a bat.
VO5. I feel like they definitely said Creme Rinse on there.
My dad would get Flex, and Flex was Creme Rinse. Flex.
What was your dad's name?
Charles.
Charles
or Chaz. Charles.
Oh, man.
Charles. Chaz.
I loved the VO5 stuff. Anytime you put a cream on something, like, you know, strawberries and cream, coconut.
Oh, yeah.
I was all in.
And it was pink.
Pink.
A hint of pink, right?
Oh, they had plenty of colors, all sorts of different flavors. But yeah, I remember it being pink.
Strawberries and cream. There's nothing better than a strawberries and cream conditioner.
Oh, God. Beth has Pantene Pro V in her shower.
Same.
I have wanted to use it so bad, but I can't because of the stuff in there. But part of me wants to just use it for old time's sake. That lusciousness, like when you get that right ratio of Pantene Pro V shampoo and the conditioner after like a long day at the pool, dry motherfucking hair, and you just do a rinse out with the Pantene Pro V.
And it coats your hair with the most wax that you've ever felt in your life, but feels so good.
Yeah, just think of tubing mascara, but actually...
Oh, I love tubing mascara.
Yeah.
The way it just comes off.
I haven't been using it. I'm trying to detox. I'm trying to detox from the makeups. That's what I've been doing a lot of lately.
Okay.
And then, then I'm going to move on to your path, the elimination diet.
Wow. You see him?
Oh, yeah. Really, we're looking at a beautiful specimen here, guys. We're looking at the largest moth. Now, it actually looks like it's doing some kind of tantric, some kind of sex act up there. We're looking live at a moth, okay? It's in Libbie's garage. It is tightening its arms together. I think it's going into some kind of cocoon phase. Clearly, I don't know the phases of a butterfly or a caterpillar.
Chrysalis.
Yeah, because it would have already been through that phase.
Yeah, that's before this.
What do you think he's closing his little arms for like that?
Well,
sound off in the comments if you have any intel into a moth landing on a surface and closing its arms tighter than they've ever been closed before.
When you say arms, are you saying like a wing?
Yeah, I'm saying the wing.
I want it to open so I can Google what it is.
Oh, God, I've been using the fuck out of Google Lens like crazy. This is how tight the moth's wings are right now. Tighter than...
that was more of a buttock flex.
What, me?
Yeah.
I thought they was really pushed it in tight to show you how awkward and tight he is. No?
It did. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get Google Lens up and running here because I need to know what this is.
Listen, that has become one of my fucking favorite games, is just Google lensing
everything.
Flowers. For sure, everything, but flowers has become my new drug. Plants are becoming, I am really starting to understand elderliness. I really am. It's starting to just all make sense to me. Like getting excited about sunsets, getting excited about flowers. Just all of it. It's just so exciting. I have 2 hydrangea bushes that are
what color?
Flourishing. They are like purple and blue, pretty much. But then there's also some like yellow on them.
Got some good results.
Barbara, what is that?
Because his wings aren't open, so it's like it can't see.
Yeah. But I would like to know what that guy's up there doing. He's doing something tight. He's doing some kind of, maybe he's doing a sex act on himself.
I'm sorry. I got distracted by this.
Barbara, I don't even care about you.
I'm sorry. I saw the text come in from Chelsea, and the first paragraph scared me.
Why? What did it say?
It said something good, but it scared me.
Oh, Lord, I'm
scared. I thought it was going to be, now that everyone's gone, I just wanted to let y'all know I hate you all.
I hate you and you're fired.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Ridiculous. Libbie and I both wrote our first episodes this year. So that was really cool. Libbie crushed it. Fucking so cool. Barbara, why are you making that face?
I'm just looking at the camera. Yeah, we both wrote episodes, like real scripts, and we turned them in, and then they got made, and other people acted in it.
Yep.
Aw. Ooh. Oh, now the phone's blown up because people are...
Oh, guys, I have just had this, like, reoccurring kind of spot. I'm assuming it's a psoriasis spot right on the tip of my ass crack.
That's where Clayton has his.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
Me and Clayton are the same person, and we have figured this out. Like, we have the same ass. We have the same fucking psoriasis. And we've got, ADHD out the wazoo. A lot of really alarming similarities.
Yep. He the first time I saw his psoriasis, it was on his butt crack, and we were at Kylie's house.
Now, I'd like to bring it over and show it to you.
Okay.
Now, I'll be facing, so no one will know, but I'd like you to tell me if it's the same as his.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you want me to Google Lens it? Yeah, just bring that little butt over here. Let me get my glasses on. If you could just pull your shirt up. It don't look very bad. It doesn't look very, ooh, no, that's not where his is. That looks very intense and raw. Doesn't look like your other things.
Yeah.
It's raw.
Oh, yeah. There's some stuff going on there.
Does it hurt?
It's not great. I mean, it's basically, do you know what I actually think this is now that I've
One of those cysts?
No. It's, it is like where all my sweat piles right there.
It is very red and raw.
Oh, yeah. I can feel it.
Are you sure it's not one of those cysts that come into your butt cracks? Have you ever seen those?
Oh, God. I hope not. I mean, it's been kind of going off and on like this for a few months.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's like I'll get really sweaty. I'll have a day where I go a little too hard in the cut, you know? Maybe I'm doing a little too much action. Maybe I'm doing too much yard work or doing too much craziness like that. Moving stuff, sweating, this and that.
Boil on butt crack.
Don't boil on butt crack. Susan Boyle. Remember her?
There's a name of them, and I want to know what it is because it's such a funny. Pilondial cyst is what it's called.
Oh, God.
The picture.
No, that can't be it because I don't have that going on. I mean, it really is. I think it's just, does anyone else get that? It's like a chub rub, basically, but it's like where this fucking sweat, I think from my back or whatever, it all drips down and nuzzles right into there. Because it's definitely after I've been sweating balls, like after I work at my bar job or after we shot all day and I've been walking around like sweating like a dog, you know?
Have you ever considered putting diaper rash ointment on there to keep it dry?
You got any diaper rash ointment down here?
No. Stuff stinks, though.
Really? I thought you would be. I pegged you as a diaper rash guy.
I had it for a while because I was drooling and my face would get irritated. So at night I would put it there. Your
skin looks so fucking good, dude.
It does?
Bitch, look at it. It is like flawless.
Oh my God.
For real. It's like, I mean, really nice consistency. Got, you know, you don't ever remember when you had that one huge eyebrow pimple earlier this year?
I had one on each side, and I still have scars from him.
I have one pimple in the middle of my forehead that I still have to cover up from when I fucked with it earlier. Remember that one that I had for like a month and a half? And it was all from one night being a little too high and going fucking, you know, picky wicky. Just be like, be like, oh, God, I think I could get that sebaceous filament or whatever the fuck it is.
And you fucked it up?
TikTok's ruining everything. I'll look on like I'll look something up and then I know too much about a thing from going down some fucking rabbit hole about sebaceous filaments or this. And they're like, 7 things to get rid of, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, next thing you know, I've got my phone above me and I've been looking at it for 3 hours. And it's like, I've picked my face 20 times there. And
my Instagram algorithm right now is large women working out, which I'm happy about.
Mine...
Large women.
Mine is so much Taylor Swift and like basically every autoimmune thing possible. Heal your gut. Want to be back to your normal self again. Heal your gut.
Yeah, I do. I'll do just about anything to get there.
I know. I'll fucking... I got one more dermatologist visit this year. I'm meeting with this gal and I hope she can help me out.
Have you seen her?
No. Googled her though.
Who is she?
Cool gal. No, she like specifies in what's it called, like contact dermatitis, like a bunch of shit, you know, bunch of the problems I've got.
Yeah.
And she's Asian, okay? Now I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I trust women more as doctors. I just do. I have had one male general practitioner that I did enjoy, but I just trust women more. And this gal is very specific on what she's got going on. I think her name's Mary Guo.
It's a nice name.
I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but
How
I'm going to
old is
find
she?
out. Oh, she's in her 30s.
Anywhere from 20 to 80.
Yeah, I would say anywhere. Yes, she's Asian, so we're like, well, I don't know how young. I feel like their fucking skin is like that's why all the Korean skincare is fucking popping off, bruh. Because that shit is money.
Pretty much anything Asians do as far as like health, skincare,
I'm doing it.
trust. Because they've been doing it for centuries.
They've been doing it for centuries. And guess what? When I go out, guess who I see getting up and down off the floor at the fucking gym?
Asian people.
Asian people. Always, it's always Asians.
At the Korean bath spa,
yeah.
guess who's sitting on the floor? Asian people. Guess how old they are? Anywhere from 90 to 300 years old, and they get up faster than I could get up when I was a child.
Oh, I know for a fact I've seen a 150-year-old at a fucking spa we've been at before.
And they just sit there cross-legged, eating, having a good old time.
Having the best, way better of a time than I am.
And I'm over in a recliner that I can barely fit in like this. In pain. Like, I wish I could get on the floor.
Ugh. Okay, here, listen my little thing about my doctor.
I'm ready.
And then we'll sign out.
Yeah, it is almost
For
time
this
to sign out.
autoimmune condition portion of our show. Dr. Mary Guo treats patients for a variety of skin conditions, including atopic dermatitis, psoriasis, vulvar rash.
Oh.
That's your pussy?
Yeah.
I'm not going to her
She
for
wants
that.
to see it.
What are you talking about? That's not why I'm going to her. Skin cancer, acne, rosacea, and vesiculosis disease. Don't know what that is. But, yeah, I mean, all around, here's the cool thing. In her spare time, she plays competitive badminton.
Whoa.
So someone that is doing that, that's somebody who probably doesn't have kids, okay? You're
Somebody
playing.
you can trust and rely on.
That's someone I can trust and rely on. You're playing badminton. That's fucking cool. Igor loves badminton.
Does he?
Oh, we would play badminton when we were children. God, he loved.
Tina!
We would play badminton.
Christina, get the shuttlecock.
Christina, grab me my shuttlecock.
Dad, you're embarrassing me. Quit saying cock.
Dad, what the fuck? Come on, get the shuttlecock. Let's go. He pulls up to pick us up from elementary school. Hey, guys, want to play with the shuttlecock? It's like, dude, what? No. Ah, fuck.
Give me one of them sounds over there before we sign out. Uh-oh.
You ugly looking bitch.
God damn.
Yeah, that one hit me where it hurts. Well, listen, brothers, we love y'all. Sorry this episode came out later than planned, but actually, we never really do specify when an episode's going to come out, which is the greatest thing about Slop City. We're not reliable people.
This could be Wednesday before it comes out. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
This could be, it's going to be before.
It will, but we're just...
It'll be close to the delivery date, but not on it.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, that's really all you can count on now. Here's what I will tell you. They are building spaceships that are going up to the moon, okay? They're building a city on the moon. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. We're not a part of that.
Nope.
We're just here to do this simpleton stuff.
Yep.
So.
And I'm wearing a Slop City shirt. If you haven't gotten it, go to our link that's somewhere.
Yep, it's
And
in
get one.
the description for the video.
Coolest merch shirt that ever existed.
I know, I need to get myself one. I can't believe I don't have one yet. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm going to order it today.
And I don't even know if we had a code for it. I just ordered it and paid full price because I was like, I'm giving to ourselves.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let me pay double taxes on this. How's that? That sounds pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, brothers, we love you, and we'll see you next time. Make sure to go on to Chelsea Lynn's Patreon to watch Tammy Bangs. I don't know where else you can watch it. I know it's for a fact you can do it on her Patreon. Watch it. We're so proud of it, and we're very brilliant and funny people who are all hardworking. Okay? We're just trying to make some cool-ass content. So go check that out. check out our Patreon, the Slop City Patreon, www.patreon.com/Slop City. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. And we are really looking forward to seeing you on tour this fall at some point. Okay, now. Bye-bye. We love ya.
And cut.
Dumb, stupid looking bitch. Rats. So if you don't like it, kiss her ass.
Oh, Randy.
Love ya.
Bye-bye.